The first 2 years I lost 100 pounds.
Sure about that. What? Like, you want a picture of me? Like,
Yeah. Graham, can you come do a backflip?
Cardio's making you fat. That's what we're going to talk about today.
You're listening to the Northstar Podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 84 of the Northstar Podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about recovery hacks, BPC 157, the future of healing, trends, and basically, I'm going to pretend like I know nothing. I'm going to put Jeremy on a little interview stand, and yeah, we're going to start with some warm-up questions.
Disclaimer.
Right? Disclaimer. Guys, this is educational base. If you're kids, if you're like children, maybe.
If you're 7 years old.
Don't do drugs, kids. We've mentioned that in an episode before. We're not medical professionals. I don't know what else to say for the disclaimer.
This is educational purpose.
There's a disclaimer in our description below.
It's
check that out.
it's just information, guys. Come on.
We're just here chatting shit.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so what is a peptide in the first place? Peppy.
So, are we looking at synthetic or natural peptides?
Let's say synthetic.
Synthetic. So you're looking at, based off synthetic, are usually your GLPs. So basically, like, the best way I can explain a peptide is your body. How can I dumb this down here to make it very like?
Oh, we're gonna definitely get hate in the comments if some guy goes like, "Well, actually, that was
this is
the receptor of this."
Yeah, no, exactly, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a very like easy term. So your body produces these pathways.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is you're telling the body to fire those pathways. So basically, like, that's the best, like...
Oh, how about this? You ever been on a water slide before? So there's a water slide, okay?
Yeah.
And the water slide has these, like, pathways, these carriers, these proteins, these hormones. And basically, the peptide is the guy who's at the water slide, the lifeguard, and he's like, you can go now. What about that?
Oh, yeah. You can. You know what? I'm going to read just so that everyone here is just so happy that I have brought up such a scientifical definition. So peptides are short chains of amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. While proteins contain 50 or more amino acids folded into complex shapes, peptides are much shorter, typically containing 2 to 50 amino acids. There we go. If anybody has a problem with that, then
Bring it up with Google.
yeah. So you're looking at the difference between the synthetic and then the natural. Well, I don't know if natural is the right word, though. How would you say that? Would you say natural?
That is what it's what I've heard. It's called natural or synthetic. Yeah.
So yeah, synthetics are just like lab created chain amino acids. So it's built to mimic the natural or like natural function of it, while the natural peptides are extracted from plants or animals.
Yep.
So that's basically it's just like
you get it from the body versus
what kind of reminds me of like lab grown diamonds and
non-mined diamonds.
Yeah. That's like, I guess that would be my best like description. Like if you're thinking of it, right? You have a lab grown versus
shiny.
Yeah.
Even
though what's crazy though. Yeah. I know this is way off topic, but lab grown are way cheaper.
Yeah.
Diamonds.
Yep.
Than natural.
But in
this case,
it's the opposite. Yeah, and the natural's cheaper than the synthetic.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It's because it's a type, right? Because like you're getting your GLP-1s, you're gonna be lab grown. Your natural ones are growth hormone. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's like the money that you get from the bank versus the money you get on the trees.
Is that you're trying to use that analogy? Why is there like interest or is there like interest?
Like money grows on trees or doesn't grow on trees.
Okay.
I was just being a shithead.
Well, anyways, we digressed. We're gonna talk about why peptide. Why do you think peptides have been like blown up, man?
Just
They're sexy. That's what I think.
They make you sexy.
They make you sexy.
Yeah.
We live in a sexy economy. Everyone wants to be sexy.
Yeah.
And Peppy sounds sexy.
I think you know what I think too is because it's quicker.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shortcut.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, and I think people like shortcuts. We live in a day and age that everything's instant. It's like you look at even like food delivery. It's like think of that. Even
grocery delivery
20 years ago, man.
Yeah.
Even like that wasn't even I don't know actually. I'm trying to think 20 years ago, I don't think so.
Like Amazon was just like a startup 20 years ago, I think.
Yeah, so now like everything's like next day or like day of delivery. It's like everyone wants things now, so it makes sense why it becomes popular, and then people talk about it, and then it just keeps like compounding.
Like snowball effect.
Yeah, and I saw this clip with Dr. Huberman.
Yeah.
And I don't know the other guy's name. I just saw it like really quickly.
Yeah.
But the guy was saying how like I think it's just people after COVID and stuff just were like, I want to like,
clip, yeah.
I want to kind of do my own thing for my health. Like they want to kind of do more of, again, there was a lot of conflicting things with that. And I think there's definitely a group of people that are like, I want my health under my control.
Yeah.
And
the government or politics. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think that was a big push too. It was interesting.
Almost like a rebellion in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's kind of like, no, I want to control my health. I want to do the things that, which I think people did already, but I think that really pushed it over the edge.
Well, F you to Big Pharma.
I think there was a big switch, man.
Yeah, like a wave.
And I think just with general in life right now, there's a lot of things going on with, the world.
Yep.
And the economy. And,
yep.
I think people are starting to ask questions and people are like pushing back. At least I've seen it more and more. So I think there's just a big shift right now. And I don't know when that bubble's going to pop. Because I think it's going to die down eventually once people get answers.
Yeah, that's
but
the biggest
who
thing.
knows when.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah.
Wow, that was like some deep conspiracy theory stuff.
Hey, man. I wouldn't say conspiracy theory,
but
just
it was like
reflection.
Yeah.
Well, it's like you look at all the like UFO stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I know this BPC. We're talking about UFOs now. I think that was pretty dope, man. Yeah. Like, did you ever click any of the links?
No, I didn't even check it out. Yet. I've heard of it, but
FBI classified. Like,
I'm gonna tell you the crazy story.
Cool,
do you believe in aliens though? You gotta believe in aliens. I feel like everyone kind of believes in aliens deep down.
I don't know if I guess aliens are considered like, or like do I think they look
forms. Like? No, I think. Do you believe in like life outside of planet Earth? Like
well, I would say, man, there has to be I don't even know how big the universe is.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone knows the actual size. Like, I think there's obviously estimates, but then it's always 10 years later. Oh, actually, there's another planet that we didn't even know about, or oh wow, the universe is actually way bigger than we thought. Like, it's always gonna be like I think unknown. I don't think there's ever gonna be a straight answer.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, to say that there's nothing out there, even it's not even like human, or if it's like an animal that we've never ever seen, right? Yeah. Like, do I think it's like the movies? I don't think so. I don't think
I've only
it's
had
like
one experience myself. I'll tell you about
with an alien.
Not an alien. I'll tell you about this. So shout out to my boy Rod. He's gonna be really happy I'm bringing this up on the podcast. But I was on a FaceTime. I was out in Vancouver. My best friend calls me up and he's like, bro, tell me I'm not fucking crazy. He's like, we're on FaceTime. He's like, does that not look like a UFO in the sky? And literally for a minute, it was like the weirdest thing. He was out, it was like probably like 9 o'clock. This was last summer.
Is it filmed?
He had it on FaceTime, so it wasn't screen recorded or anything. But I was on the call with him. He's outside. He was going for a walk. He was going to walk with his dog at night. And it wasn't really that late. It was like just probably just around 9 o'clock.
Starlink thing?
No, it was such a weird thing because there was articles that happened in Vancouver showing basically it looked like this. It was like a huge rectangle. Like it was a goddamn rectangle with like a light around it. Yeah. Like literally like a floating rectangle cube. I don't know what this movie is. Like it literally didn't make any sense. It was like huge. Like you could see it on the call. And it had like lights around it. and then literally in a minute, it just looked like it went like super speed and just disappeared. It was the weirdest thing. That was the only time I was like, holy crap. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I just saw. He's like, I don't know what I saw. He's like, am I crazy? I'm like, I saw it too when you're on a call. Yeah. But it was the weirdest thing. And I remember I searched up, like, this was like last year, there was like some articles in like Vancouver weird UFO sightings at the same time. This happened like the same day. So it was really weird. But we digress. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to imagine I just teleport upstairs and my mom teleported here, right? She's a small Indian lady, doesn't know anything about BPC. In 30 seconds, so what would you tell her what BPC is? 157. Or let's just mix it up. Let's just say TB500 too, like the Wolverine stack.
Like what it does or what it is? Like we just said peptide.
What it does.
Oh, okay.
Let's do that because we just mentioned
injection, recovery, repair, that's it. That's all I would say. I literally just to help out. If no one ever knew, I would be like, helps with recovery and injury like repair. If it was oral, I would say helps heal your gut lining. That's all I would say.
Heal body.
Yeah. If I had 30 seconds, that's basically what I would say.
Heal body.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's it. Just don't ask me to speak Punjabi to her because that would not
really
go
funny.
well. I would need probably
we might have to make that happen.
Like 5 weeks or something.
Yeah.
I would need more than 30
Yeah, because they say like as you age, the older you get, the harder it is to learn a language. Versus like if you're a kid, just because of like brain neuroplasty and all that stuff. So yeah. I'd say 5 weeks to learn Punjabi is pretty good though. If you can learn how to...
Well, I just mean explain BPC.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mean like the whole language.
Yeah.
No, there's no way, man.
I'd love to see you explain it in Punjabi. It would be pretty funny.
No, there's no... Oh, man. I don't even want to attempt.
Okay, so when someone... I don't know about BPC. When I take it for the first time, is it going to be something that I'm going to feel a little bit better? I'm going to go like, holy, I heal. Like, what's an expectation I should have if I were to take it first time? I'm going to make it a little practical. I broke my wrist in the past. I just recently broke my wrist, cast is off, and I took it. Injectable. Well,
the best thing is that your recovery process is quicker than it would be without it. So let's say your doctor said it'll take 12 weeks. Ideally, if it could take 8 weeks, well, that would be the best situation.
It's a month shut off.
Yeah, so basically just
obviously
ramping up.
Depend on.
Yeah,
I know I'm not supposed to know anything, but it depends on like how much you take and all that stuff.
Well, I think it just depends on the individual and how you respond to it, right? Because in any medication, there's responders, non-responders, higher dose, lower dose. Like there's so many different.
Everyone's unique. They can be an odd one out.
The best scenario is you cut down the recovery time of whatever the injury was.
Yeah.
Like that's the best scenario, right? So, and I think the misconception with BPC and TB500 is that it builds muscle. I think it builds muscle by you recover quicker, so then you can then work out harder again. So if you can't recover as quick because you're not taking, let's say BPC, TB500, and then you start taking it, and then your recoveries are quicker in between, well, technically you should be able to build more muscle because you have better recovery, so you can go and hit the gym harder quicker. Yeah, more volume, and you can hit it harder quicker rather than waiting like 2, 3, 4 days to then do that same stuff, workout, whatever it is, right? So,
question off the dome: will I lose my swimmers taking BPC?
You know what the thing?
I get that question a lot.
I think these things are new, so it's like, who knows the long term? I can't really like.
Do you know anyone who's lost their swimmers? Their ability for their swimmers to
not
swim?
Not that I know of.
Yeah.
I've heard that kind of going around. I also heard like causes cancer and but like a lot of these things, like even growth hormone, for example, they've mentioned like growth hormone and all these things. It's if you already have cancer, then it progresses the cancer cell. So it's like
you're making it work faster if you have it.
Well, think of it as growth hormone. It's like it's growing everything.
You're growing everything, exactly.
Yeah, so if you have a growth or cancer or whatever, it could progressively like make it quicker, right? So they haven't really shown research of it causing it, but I think a lot of times, from what I've seen at least, there could be a study that I've never seen. There's so many studies.
Like we mentioned, odd person out, the one person who's like a bad.
Yeah, but then it's like, okay, well, that one outlier, does that mean that's what the medication does? Is because it reacted to that person? It's like any medication. I could take a antidepressant. right? And I could have the worst experience with this antidepressant, but my buddy beside me could take this antidepressant and be like totally fine, and it works really well for him. So to say that medication does that medication does that, like to everyone,
It's too broad of a statement.
Well, you can't, there's outliers in any sort of medication, and there's also people that don't respond to it, right? Some people too, like a common one is if you've had a very nagging injury for a very long time and you never like fully recovered it. Sometimes people actually say that the injury it actually comes back worse than it was before, because now what's happening is you're sending, pardon me?
With BPC?
Yeah, because what happens is you're sending the signal now for it to recover, where the body has not done that in so long. So sometimes it actually comes back like you're like, actually it's worse. It almost feels worse.
Yeah, because maybe like inflammation, I'm guessing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So think of it as like if you've never recovered, like let's say you broke your arm and you never like recovered the bone, let's say, and then your body adapts to that pain.
It built a layer on top of it, but it never fixed the actual issue.
Yeah,
put a bandage on it. You could say.
So now you send a signal to start recovering it. Your body's going to be like, what the heck? Like this is like, it starts that recovery process again, right? So some people notice that, but then they stop it because they're like, oh, it's actually,
takes time for
you almost have to get over that
actually
hump of it being worse than, so that's very common too, that I've seen.
Yeah.
So it's not as common, but it is common. Yeah. I've heard it from multiple people.
For like very big chronic things.
Yeah.
Well, to shift the pace from BPC and just overall recovery, if someone has zero budget, all right, and they're not touching peptides, what would you say would be your top 3 recovery hacks besides, like sleeping and and eating proper food?
That's free then?
Yeah, that'll be low budget, free, in your opinion?
Oh man, that's usually pretty hard, man. Like mobility, obviously.
Yeah.
That's like,
I always tell people if they can like invest in small stuff, foam rollers, you get bands.
I would say massage, but then you're paying for that. So that's a hard one. Sauna's hard too. Like
I think a foam roller is a really good cheap thing, because I've worked with people who've never like touched the gym before.
Yeah.
They use a foam roller for the first time. They're like,
yeah, like for sure. I was just trying to think of things that doesn't cost anything.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know a foam roller, again, depending on the individual, like, maybe $20, right? It could be $20, but I don't know. Some people that might.
Dude, I was gonna say a fucking happy end.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm kidding. Cut that out.
Yeah, so I would say mobility, foam rolling, obviously sleep. Recovery, man. Like sauna, I guess, too. Like that's.
You like red lights, right?
Yeah, red light therapy, but again, red light's not cheap, man.
Yeah.
Right. I have a red light spotlight at home, but.
Does that usually cost a couple $100? It's not 1,000, is it?
Not 1,000.
Yeah.
No.
What about those masks? I've seen some people get like those masks being really expensive.
I don't know, man. I always go based off of like routine. Like I don't know.
The masks just remind me of American Psycho for some reason.
Like if you want to, I think like, and you really find a benefit, cool. I think a lot of people jump on that bandwagon of literature, and they're like, they see something and it's like, okay, and then you have an influencer talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, but most of the times, like from my experience from seeing it, not all the influencers actually use the products that they're like advertising.
It's like with trends. You're going to do it and then do it for a couple of days. It's not going to do shit. Like you have to like actually like stay on it for a long time. Like let's say red light. I'm guessing red light, you don't get benefits. Like I don't know too much about red light therapy, but I'm guessing you have to do it
months for sure.
Bathe in it basically, like have it consistent and have it build up. Same with everything to actually notice.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like if the literature says 20 minutes a day for 12 weeks where you start seeing benefits, and you're doing 20 minutes like every 2-3 days, well, I wouldn't say it's like not worth it. I just mean, what is the actual research showing the benefit of? So, and are you actually doing what that is showing? Right. So. But yeah.
I wonder if your body adapts to red light therapy over time. You gotta do more. Never thought about that, but
actually, you know a recovery thing that I just did today. Actually, I just told my friend here that I would talk about this today.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
So, have you heard of prolotherapy?
I've heard of it, but I'm not like it rings a bell.
So prolo, you're using. I'll leave in.
Was that the finger thing? No.
No. It's a needle. It has lidocaine. It has dextrose, B vitamins.
Yeah, okay.
So It's prolotherapy is a regenerative injection treatment designed to relieve chronic muscle pain by stimulating the body's natural healing process. So it involves injecting dextrose sugar to a weakened, injured ligament or tendons. So basically what you're doing is it's almost like telling your body to recover in that area.
Yeah.
Right? So it's sending the signal. But the crazy thing, I did it today. And
do you get it done to the arm, I'm guessing? Like almost like an IV injection, or like how's it?
no, it's like a syringe, and it's a naturopath that does it. Like,
Oh, naturopath is okay.
Yeah, naturopathic office, right?
Yeah.
And he was doing it, and he's in my pelvis area, kind of my low back.
Yep.
And all of a sudden he's just like, tink, 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 tink. And he's fucking hitting my pelvis bone, bro.
With the needle?
With the needle, dude.
How big is the needle? Is it like definitely not an insulin needle, right? It's got
No, it's like it's
full,
like a full, like, testosterone needle, man.
Yeah. And then how'd that feel?
Dude, it was the weirdest feeling, bro. He's like, yeah, that's your bone. I'm like, what the heck?
That wasn't
Like,
painful, right?
no, dude, but it's like eerie feeling.
Like I was in class the other day and we were doing this test, right? Because we don't have that much actual like sensory stuff on our back. So like we did a thing where like if you touch someone's back of the head, they'll be able to we did this thing. You had 2 pens. You put 1 pen on the person's back and then you put 2 pens and you mix up the order, right? And then the lower you go into the back, actually, like if you put 2 pens, people will normally be able to say it's like 1 pen. So we did like a test seeing like how many times for most people, and like, yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. So like that kind of makes sense that you didn't feel pain, but it did feel weird. But like you didn't have that much pain receptors going off there as well.
Well, no, it doesn't hurt. Like it's not the injection itself when it goes into the muscle, yeah. But when it's in there, it's like the lidocaine actually numbs.
Yeah.
So it actually numbs the area.
Okay.
So it makes it where it's less painful. Mm-hmm. But it's wild, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa, that's like an eerie feeling. Like it's like somebody's like poking your bone, bro.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. How long did it last?
Like how long will that typically last? Because I've never heard of that before.
The lidocaine or?
Yeah. No, what you did, yeah.
So think of it as IMS.
Okay.
But on steroids, basically, is how I describe it.
Okay.
Like it's like you're in the muscle, but you're also injecting this solution at the same time. Mm-hmm. So it's like goes into the muscle, it contracts like an IMS, but IMS is a very thin needle. This is a thicker needle, and you're injecting liquid into the muscle at the same time. Mm-hmm. It's crazy, dude. I do it like once a month.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what's your period of like going
once
back
a month
and doing it
for
again?
I do it for my hamstrings.
Okay.
Dude, I've been doing it now consistently for, I would say 4 to 6 months.
Really? Okay.
Hamstrings have been the best they've ever been. Like, it used to touch my hamstring and I was like, oh, like I could even barely like have anyone touch the muscle. Like now it's like you can poke around the hamstring. It's like so much better.
Are you talking about like a needle or like physically someone like
physically, yeah. Like when you push, like think of when you have like a sore muscle and you push on it and it's really sore.
Yeah.
My hamstrings used to be like that all the time, no matter what. And now they're like, you can touch them and like they're not as sensitive. So it's crazy how much it's helped with loosening them up and stuff. So
I love this podcast. We kind of like went all over the place, and you know what? I think that's like a good place to end it. That's a pretty cool thing for people to wrap their heads around. I think do some research on and look into it because that's some really cool stuff. Yeah, because originally when you brought it up, I was thinking kind of like PRP.
PRP, like that's more. I would say you like spin the blood.
Yeah, you spin the blood. Yeah,
that's different.
Plasma.
This is like
because it's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is in my opinion. If you're looking for more muscle, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
I think. From my understanding, I've never done PRP. I could do it, but I've never done it. From my understanding, PRP is more for like tendon.
Yeah.
Where this is more muscle.
The actual muscle itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. Is there anything else you want to touch upon?
No, man. I think it's all good.
Yeah. A lot of the other stuff that we've kind of talked a lot about when it comes to recovery. We've done some episodes in the past. So
yeah, there's a lot of episodes.
Check those out.
Recovery, yeah.
84 on to 85. We're almost at 100. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right,
Road to 100, guys.
Thanks for listening. Peace out.